Hello, my name is Erica, and welcome to the Stitch Your Own Adventure podcast. This is episode 17. This is a podcast or a video blog all about knitting and crafting. This week, again, it's only knitting. So today is a beautiful day in Kirkland, Washington. It is sunny. There's not, well, I don't think there's a cloud in the sky, but I closed my blinds so it wouldn't be like blinding me through the window. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. Welcome if you're new. And yeah, I really enjoyed seeing all the new people finding my channel and having people like interact with my videos, posting comments or liking. It's really fun to see any sort of engagement like that. It just makes it all the more fun to be doing this. So if you do enjoy what you see here, please like and subscribe. I think that's a good way as any to start. So we'll sit down and start talking about the knitting. It should be pretty short. I don't have a ton of new stuff, so I'm sorry about that. I do have new plants though, so enjoy the scenery while it lasts, because I'm not exactly known for having a green thumb. So they look great now because they're new, and hopefully it lasts. So we'll start today with what I am wearing. This is my Felix cardigan. That is a pattern by Savory Knitting. It has a nice detail that you can't see because of the speckles, but it has a detail sort of coming down the shoulders. But yeah, it's just a nice sweater. Mine's pretty oversized. I can't claim that it was intentional, but I still like it, so that's what matters. This week I have one finished object and 2 works in progress, so it's pretty much all the same things that I was working on last time. It's been a bit of a slow season for me with moving states and all of that. Things have been really busy, and I haven't quite been knitting as much as I guess I thought I would in this time. I still knit every day though. Maybe the projects are also going slower. I don't know. But let's start with my finished object. So my finished object today is a pair of socks, which I just finished this very morning. So this is the pair of socks. I haven't even taken my little pins out. So these socks are just plain vanilla socks. They're knit using Knit Picks Felici, and this is the color Bookshop. I really like it. It's, I don't know, I like these sort of dark muted colors. I guess they're a little muted. The red's pretty bright, but I don't know, I really like them. So it's nice that those are finished and I can wear them. And for some perspective on just how slow I've been going, I started these way back in January. I've knit a pair of socks in a week before, and then these ones took over a month. I started them, I wrote it down, January 26th. So it's been a little while. Anyway, I have my 2 works in progress. So we will start with the wrap that I'm working on. Hello, do you hear all that? Honking. Goodness. The street I'm on is like it's a dead end street. It's like just pretty much only the people who live on it end up using it. So I don't know what's going on out there. So this wrap is the amazing Seed Stitch wrap. This is a free pattern by Purl Soho, and it is exactly what the pattern says it is. It is a seed stitch wrap. So it's just a big old rectangle. Let me see if I can show you. Ta-da! So it's pretty big, and it's only gonna get bigger. I don't even think I'm like halfway done, to be honest. I talked about that before, I think, how I think the pattern calls for it to be like 78 inches or something, and I think that's taller than I am, so we'll see. We'll see how long I make it. But anyway, this pattern I have done very little since the last time we talked. Last time we talked I hadn't done anything, and then since then I've done, since that little marker. So what's that? 2 or 3 inches? Just a little bit. I am using just some yarn that I had in stash that I got on sale. This is Loops and Threads Colors in the colorway Violet Vixen. So it's got this sort of peachy color, it's got some browny bronze tones, and it does have a little bit of this purplish coming through. Yeah, so that's this. I will say I'm really disappointed because, let me see if I can find it. I think it's right here. It is right here. I'm working away, and then all of a sudden I notice this little stitch over here. I might have to get it even closer. It's just like not there. And I don't know if the yarn broke or if I like split the yarn. It kind of looks like it broke. Ooh, it is, but basically like that stitch, do you see that? That is hanging on by a thread. So I'm really bummed about that. Not really sure what I'm gonna do. It's sort of stalled my already not very strong motivation on this project. I'm trying to decide, like, would doing a duplicate stitch do anything? What can I do about this? What can I do about this stitch that is like looking extremely weak? Do I just leave it and hope for the best? Do I like glue it? I'm joking. No, I am joking. I'm joking. But yeah, I don't know. Really bummed out about that. It's like, I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I looked and I feel like there's about to be a hole in this, and I've already put in this much time and effort. So if you have any recommendations for what to do about that, please let me know. But besides that, this is a pretty basic project. I will say, now that I finished the socks, I'm very tempted to cast on something new, but I also kind of feel like I should really make a dent in this before I do that. But now that this is kind of in a funny spot, I don't know. Should I start a new project? And the other thing is that all the projects I'm thinking of are not like small. It's not like a good sock replacement. I'm talking like longer term projects. Do I need 2 longer term projects? I don't know. Will it just end up making this one sit there longer? But yes, that is my seed stitch wrap. That's the update. Nothing crazy to talk about, but yeah, recommendations for that almost whole, please send them my way. I'm really bummed out about it. So then my second work in progress, which is the one that I am extremely excited about. This is my sweater number 15. It's 15? 15, yes, by My Favorite Things Knitwear. So this is an all-over cable sweater. It's got this nice simple cable. This is my first time doing cables. I think I talked about that last time. And I'm super excited. So this is it so far. I'm just working my way down the body. I did the front and the back, and I've joined in the round, so that's nice. That makes it nice and simple for at least a little bit before I get to the collar and the sleeves. So I am making this using a 100% wool yarn. It is Wool of the Andes Sport Weight in the color Pampas Heather. So it's sort of a nice dusty olivey green, which now that I'm looking really matches my sofa. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, so something I am worried about with this. It looks good, right? Like it looks good, and then look at these armholes. Why are they so big? I followed the pattern to the best of my ability, so I believe I followed it correctly, as far as I'm aware. But these sleeve holes are gigantic. And I think the design is meant to be an oversized sweater, which you can't really tell because the cables are really like slurping everything in. But I don't know. I mean, this is really big. Like, this is a really big armhole. And when I looked at the number of stitches that you're supposed to pick up for the armhole, excuse me, in the pattern, I don't know. I'm not sure it quite matches up. I'm not sure that few stitches will like make it all the way around without it cinching up. So if you have done this pattern before and you remember, please let me know. Did something go terribly wrong when I was making this? Or is that how it is? Is that how it's meant to be? Are the armholes really supposed to be like bigger than my head? Kind of looks like it's like a oversized balaclava now. But yeah, is this right? Please tell me. I'm gonna keep going with it because I'm just gonna, unless you guys tell me otherwise, I'm just gonna trust the pattern and see where it takes me and hopefully end up with a beautiful sweater that does not have gigantic sleeves. We'll see what happens. But if it is meant to be, if it's just that it's meant to be oversized, like I love a good oversized sweater, that's why I picked it. So only time will tell, I guess. But I would love to hear if any of you have made this sweater and experienced the same giant armholes, and if it all worked out in the end or you had to do something to fix it. All right. Oh, for reference on this one, and I forgot to say for the shawl, but I started this on February 12th, so it's been just over a month. And for my first time doing cables, having this much of a sweater done in a little over a month, I feel pretty good about that. The wrap, I started in December. I don't know how I feel about that. No, it's good to have a backup project. But yes, I started that in December, so that has been quite a while already. Anyway, those are all my projects. This is just a really quick update, not really a full podcast. I don't have any new projects. There's so many things I want to make out there. So many sweaters, and now it's getting warmer, so now I'm thinking about like summer tops I want to make. And in the back of my head, okay, not so far back actually, maybe it's a little more top of mind. I want to make another blanket. Our apartment's pretty chilly, and I already have a gazillion crochet blankets. I do. But you can never have too many, right? Like everyone gets to bundle. Everyone, it's just me and Ben, but you know, you can have like 3 blankets each if you have that many on hand. So I really want to make a blanket, and I have all of this acrylic yarn, primarily like leftovers from other blanket projects or colors that I bought for amigurumi. And I'm trying to decide if I want to make I'm trying to decide if I want to even do this right now at all, or if I want to wait and try to like put a dent in these before starting anything new, or if I want to let myself get sidetracked a little bit and make a blanket, whether that's some type of granny square blanket. I'm not thinking like regular granny squares. I have this whole book of granny squares, and so I think I'd pick probably one of those types of squares, make it a little fancier. And yeah, if I want to do that and do like a fancy granny square blanket, or if I want to do some sort of Tunisian crochet blanket, maybe like Tony Lipsy's Pilsen blanket. It's multiple colored squares in, I think it's just a Tunisian simple stitch, so that could be really nice and mindless. But I don't know yet, and I don't even know if I should do that right now or not, but I'm really kind of itching to, so maybe I will. Maybe there'll be something new for you guys to see in a couple weeks. Anyway, that is really all that I have today knitting wise, but I did just want to sit down and give you an update. Overall, life is pretty good, settling in well to the apartment. really like it here. We're a really short distance from the water, which is great. It's really nice to just be able to go take a little walk by the lake. We're right by Lake Washington, pretty much whenever. And yeah, it's great to have all the furniture in the house. That is so nice. It's great to have different spots for knitting and for watching knitting podcasts and, you know, all the fun things that I like to do with my free time. So that has been really good. I hope that whatever you're doing in your life, whether it's big changes or, you know, just keeping on, I hope that's going really well. I hope you're enjoying all of your projects. I hope you don't find any mystery holes in any of your projects like I have. And yeah, I just hope that this week treats you really well. So have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.